Orleans Saints. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Ready, 95, 56, 59. It's been a long day for you.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Then we're going to 53. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. There we go, kill.
Play action now. Prescott on the move to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Easy, opposite.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Mike, ready.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Breeze again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Really something about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down now, it's Smith. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And not A good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, echo. 52, 52.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go. 11. 59's Mike. Check. 59. You got an exit. You got nothing.
Breeze now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
59, Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I got you, punk. Mike's 5'9. It's our time.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 3rd down, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, well, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Ito Smith. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Here we go. Here we go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second down at the 45-yard line. Ready, you ready? You ready? Check. No. Check 24. Ready to go.
On second down, here's Smith. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big...
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach's talk was off.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 78 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They'll run it here with Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it. Big hit.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Wide, get wide. Check your hot read. Gun. Twist.
On second down, it's Smith. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You get blocked, Lee. You get 20. You get blocked, Lee. 56, the mark, boy. 56. Check, 56. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Ryan looking end zone for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Hey, check. 3. Hey, kill.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Mike, check. 59.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Watch 0-2.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
59, ready. Hey, 51.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the run. 56.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd and 9, Ryan, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 22 yards there, a first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. 22. Back. Get up.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check, 59. Who that?
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
21.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though.
Oh,
Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
They come out here in the eye. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Ready? You ready? Mike the 59. Let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Breeze. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Michael, go. Hey, kill.
And again, it's Prescott. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Forced out to his... Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Artie Burns there on the coverage.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll get the lead down to 5. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. From the 27, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Falcons on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run from the shotgun with Murray. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the screen. Pass.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Good shot.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Freeman again, a first down carry. Freeman a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be second down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. Now, I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I'm here all day. Kill. Check safety.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
We got this.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Hey, wahoo! 59. Oh, you got deep? Tonight.
Brees going to go on 4th down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Blue down. First and 10. Under 10. 10.
Into the red zone. It's Brees. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Back to throw, Brees. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll run it again with Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
What's good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only